Becca wasn't looking for another dog when she scrolled through the rescue site. She was just passing time. Then she saw his face. One picture of Becket stopped her cold. She couldn't explain why, but her body reacted before her mind did. Goosebumps covered her arms. She knew in that moment this dog was meant for her. When she brought him home, she quickly learned he had lived through something rough. Becket startled at every loud sound. He flinched if a hand moved too quickly near him. He avoided strangers and stayed guarded. Once, when Becca's fingers accidentally pulled at his fur, he let out a sharp cry that broke her heart. No one knew what his past was, but whatever it had been, it left scars. Instead of feeling discouraged, Becca felt thankful. Whoever had given up on him had made it possible for her to find him. Now he had someone who wouldn't give up. The first months were slow. Every little win mattered. A wag of the tail, a soft glance letting her touch him without fear. These were small victories, but they meant everything. By the fourth month, things started to change. Becket began to trust. He grew more confident, and with that came quirks that made him unique. When he was happy, he didn't just walk, he hopped. Big, bouncy hops like a rabbit set free. Becca laughed and said he must be part bunny. Toys didn't interest him much. What he loved most was the outdoors. Hiking became their daily routine. Hours of walking through trails, side by side. The moment Becca said walk or hike, Beckett's whole body lit up. He howled like a husky, even though a DNA test showed he was only 7% husky. Still, he had the eyes, the voice, and the spirit. The rest of him was a mix. Chow chow, American Eskimo, Pomeranian. His look was unusual, almost like a child sketch of a dog brought to life. Nothing about him was symmetrical. But to Becca, he was perfect. For a long time, Becket wanted nothing to do with people. Later he didn't mind them, but he wasn't interested either. Slowly, he softened. After 4.5 years, he was different. Now he didn't just tolerate people, he made them smile. His silly faces, his unique look, his endless energy pulled people in. Becca had rescued other dogs before, but Becket was her fifth, and he turned out to be the happiest. Every morning he greeted the day with sparkling eyes and a wagging tail, ready for whatever came next. His joy filled the house. It was impossible to be sad around him. The bond between them grew strong. Becca worked from home, so they were rarely apart. If she left the room, Becket followed. Even bathroom breaks weren't private. He insisted on standing guard. The longest they had ever been apart was for a short doctor's appointment, and even that felt too long. Strangers couldn't resist him. Becca joked that if she had $1 for every time someone stopped to ask about him, she could retire. People always asked, what breed is he? That gave her a chance to tell his story. She explained that he was a rescue, that his life had been hard, and that now he was full of life. She wanted people to see that rescue dogs aren't less. They're treasures waiting to be found. One day, a little girl no older than 5 saw Becket and whispered, "He looks like a magic dog." She was right. Becket was magic. He showed what love and patience can do. Fear turned to trust. A broken past turned into a bright future. Looking back, Becca still remembered the first time she saw his picture. That shiver of goosebumps hadn't been random. It wasn't luck. Becket had been calling to her. By answering, she didn't just save him, he saved her, too. Becket's story isn't one of a kind. There are thousands of dogs in shelters right now, each waiting for someone to notice them. Each one has scars, but each one has the same chance to become something extraordinary in the right home. If you've ever felt that tug in your heart when you saw a rescue dog's picture, don't ignore it. That spark could be the start of the best chapter in your life, and in theirs. Sometimes the most amazing dogs aren't bred or bought. Sometimes they're waiting in shelters, hoping someone will stop, feel those same goosebumps, and give them a chance. If Becket's story touched you, give it a like. Even sharing it helps more dogs find the homes they deserve.